Hey guys, time to mod the Aussie Goose. During the first season I had a chance to see what worked and did not work for me on the Goose, or the way I rigged it. So now I'm going to change a few things that I think will make it the whole experience a lot easier and more pleasant. So starting by not creating opening, because the second mast position is in the plans. So I just need to cut the deck to open a new hole for the mast, so I can correct some lee helm that I had. I need to change these because they're too big for the small lines that I use. I need to increase this all the way to the edge of the boat, because when the water drops or splashes land here and they start running down, and as soon as the boat heels, all that water goes in the boat, so that will come all the way to the edge. I need to put a plug there on the transom so I can get rid of the water when I wash the boat, or from rough seas, whatever. I need to just lift the bow a bit and the water should run through the transom. I need the tiller clutch or tiller tamer, whatever you want to call it, similar to what I had on the Goat Island skiff. And there's a few more, I believe, but I can't really remember now, so just stick around. And as you can see, my workshop is packed full of stuff at the moment. I can barely move around here, let alone work on a boat. But let me show you another big advantage of owning an Aussie Goose. There you go. Do you know many boats you can do this with? Right, so first, remove this hardware. Let's start. If you're wondering why I'm not opening this now with the router, that's because there's plenty of glue on the mast partner, and all I would achieve would be something like that with a flush bit, not a straight line. So I'm going to use the jigsaw and then just file it. Okay, now I'll leave this to fine tune when I get the boat out there and see if the mast fits here with the leather piece. I hope that this small distance is still enough so that I can keep the cleats here, because I really like them there. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take them all the way back to the seat. Right, now I need to go and buy some screws and another one of these. So meanwhile, spot on. Okay, that should do. Okay, 168 divided by 2, that's 84. And now let's pray that I can do it with this without screwing up the deck. Okay, lunchtime, and later on I'll come here and apply 3 coats of epoxy to these pieces. Meanwhile, while I wait for this to dry, I'm gonna adjust the mast opening. Okay. Okay, another mod is I'm gonna bring this traveler halfway between this hole and that hole. So I'm gonna make a new hole here, and that's because if you're like in a relaxed sailing session and you slack the main sheet while tacking, meaning you're not really in that very active and racing mood, let's put it this way. If the main sheet slacks, it sometimes wraps around the tiller. That's not a problem, of course, if you're in a low wind situation. If it's strong winds, like it happened here.
This is what happens if you don't keep tension on the main sheet while tacking. Or, as I like to call it, a slack tack. Good thing it happened in a somewhat sheltered spot.
Well, that was a close call. So I'm going to put the hole there, bring that traveler further back. Hopefully will prevent the main sheet from wrapping around the tiller. Okay, I'm going to use a 8mm drill bit, drill the hole, then fill it up with epoxy and then re-drill it at 6mm. That way there's no water ingression in the wood whatsoever. And I will do the same to these holes. Okay, so I will fill these ones with epoxy. There's tape underneath now and tape underneath these ones as well, but these are very small holes and they're long, so I'm going to put epoxy, then coat one of these with epoxy as well and just put it all the way as far as possible but that should take care of them. The other cleats are smaller, but they will still cover these, so it's not a big problem, to be honest. And one more coat. Okay guys, that's it for this week. Next time I will install the tiller tamer and I will repair or reinforce the mast, not sure yet, because there's some wear on the area where the boom swivels around the mast. So that's the plan for next week. See you soon.